you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Curry. Patrick Beverley pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. Curry. Kicks it around the perimeter to Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Turns and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Goes to the right side. Driving right to the basket. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Thompson. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Thompson. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Leonard to George. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi Leonard, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Paul George to Beverley. And that'll be rebounded by Curry. Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Clippers have got it. Patrick Beverley. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Warriors have the basketball. Russell to Curry for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. George to Beverley. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Curry, they'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Oh, emphatic slam.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Curry, good sign that time, Jay, as they go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Are you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. To Green. Draymond Green. Missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Williams.
I got him.
From long range. And Lou Williams, he doesn't miss many of those. A wide open look for three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And Stephen Curry, we say it time and time again, not much the defense could have done there. George,
as a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
and a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fires the three. Smothering D. Williams into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kevon Looney rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Green. To Curry. To Thompson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. It's Steph for 2. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To Williams. Leonard. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Curry. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
George, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
State Warriors, number 00.
Curry into the front court. His guys down big. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lou Williams. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Leonard. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Stepping in.
Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Curry, deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
Paul George on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Trouble getting the ball across half court.
For Golden State.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Los Angeles Clippers. Number 20.
Leonard. That no good. Off the mark. To Russell. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Working! Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein.
I said fast, Ed, fast.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George to Beverly. Gets it in the left corner. Cleans it up to Paul George. Willie Cauley-Stein swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Cashes in for 2. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Cauley-Stein to Curry. 4-3. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Leonard. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Russell with it up top. Down a bundle. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
It's Steph at the controls. Patrick Beverly tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Russell. Thompson knocks it down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Scores from the post.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Leonard, and he buries it.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground.
And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Russell. To Green. Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
George. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Livingston to Green. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Thompson. Tough shot. He hits.
Ed, when somebody's destroying you with the fundamentals of the game, we call that a clinic.
To Williams. And the slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Thompson. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
George, tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Thompson. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter.
Today's ticket raffle. Till the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Patrick Beverly. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Over to the right side. Thompson. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Leonard. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Golden State at the controls. Curry. He engulfed him that time. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the 4th quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Curry. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Leonard. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Curry to Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Thompson. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Curry throws it up. Can't miss those. Leonard gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. To Russell. Curry. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Golden State Warriors,
Leonard. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard to Harkless. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Paul George slams it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 2, Golden State Warriors.
George, I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Has a chance. Hat-trick Beverly. He's now 5 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Can't connect from inside. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys down big for 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's LA Clippers ball. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. The follow won't go either. Paul George fires. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of